Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason pitched against the Mariners at home, pitching 6 1/3 innings, allowing 9 hits for 3 runs, including a Ryan Healy home run, but collected 7 strikeouts and got the victory. Now we are running out of games in the season, so unless Boston goes on an absolute tear, we are probably not going to make it to be a 100-win team this season. But we are 7.5 games ahead of Toronto in the division. We have the most wins in the league, so we are looking really good as far as our postseason aspirations are concerned. Now, on the other hand, somebody made me a dare in the comments of one of my previous videos, and you know what? I'll just say it. I see you, Sai, and I'll one-up you. Just remember, Jason, it's for charity. Alright, that frivolity gotten out of the way. Let's carry on. Bullpen day, what do we got? Circle velocity, K per 9 would be fun. Hits per 9, always great. Lift our caps on cutters would be okay. We're kind of don't care about that, even a little. Pitching clutch is just about at its cap. I think I'm going to go ahead and bust up my hits per 9 some more, because it's become kind of a thing recently. Okay, looks like Jason's next game will be against Baltimore in Fenway. Now, Jason has played the Orioles quite a bit recently since joining the American League East. He has played them 8 times, has a 5-1 record against them, a career 1.67 ERA and a 2.12 WOBA, and he pitched a Maddox last time, a 9-inning complete game shutout in 85 pitches. So, yeah, here's hoping that Baltimore can put up a little more of a fight this time. I mean, not for Jason's sake, but certainly for their own sake. And we'll see how they can do. So, in the meantime, we'll see how we can do. We'll go out here and we'll get it.
Tuesday Night Baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. The O's have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
So
all right, first pitch of the game, Jay. Let's make it a good one.
He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a
little pop fly out there to left field, where I believe it's Andrew Benintendi waiting. I forget to get my whatchamacallit again,
right
so just have to play it by ear till then.
For the first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that can sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
I really almost gave him the Rolly Fingers mustache, Jason, that is. I don't know, the mutton chops just look funnier to me.
Hit on the ground out.
Bouncer over to shortstop. Is they going to get it? They are.
First, 2 gone.
1 pitch, 1 out. From shortstop, I believe that's Raul Mondesi over to Jose Abreu for the 2nd out.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. He's ready. Here's the first
curveball to lead off.
Slice
right over to DJ LeMahieu.
LeMahieu's got it.
4 pitches, 1 inning.
Side is retired. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball.
I mean, an immaculate inning is if you throw 3 strikeouts with 9 pitches. He almost got 3 outs with 3 pitches, but
so now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
So no score from the Boston Red Sox in the bottom of the first, so we'll go back out here, still tied 0-0.
First pitch on its way to Upton. And this one's
curveball dips into the dirt there, so not
Guys,
much
this
use.
was a team that looked shaky prior to the start of this winning streak. What's allowed them to get hot lately?
Yeah, Matty V, no doubt about it. Starting pitching is where the momentum
late on
is
the
built. This
curveball.
lineup has the chance to pass the baton and get guys on base, but the way they're throwing the ball on the mound, they're giving themselves every opportunity to allow the offense to score a few runs.
Try that. Cutter low for a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location.
So, call is now for a slider in that same outside corner. So we'll see if Justin Upton can make a connection with this one. He cannot.
He struck him out.
So he can go have a seat and get comfortable.
Positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
In now for the O's, Derek Dietrich.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Derek Dietrich.
All right.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
Here's the first
Got a
pitch
little
to
bit
him.
psycho on this one. Slider,
No
first
strikes.
pitch.
Dietrich
Almost gets him in the
stands
junk,
at 6
but
foot even. Bats
We're
left,
good.
throws
We're
right.
good.
He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a
grounder
really
over to
nice
shortstop,
ball
but
player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar
Mondesi
level,
can't get
but
over
you know
there.
what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a
that's
good
man
pitch,
on first with
the
one
ball's
away
gonna
in the
find
top
a
of the
hole
second.
somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. And
And
he'll
that
take a
cutter
look at ball
slid
1.
outside.
First
Whit
shot for
Merrifield
him
up to
here
the
with
plate.
a runner at first now and 1 away. The 1-0 is in there. for strike
Curveball
1.
catches the inside corner,
from
and
an
that's
offensive
1-1.
standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great
So, what are
pitcher,
we
but if
thinking?
he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Cutter is
Time for a look at our
call inside
umpires in this
corner.
one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
The 2-1 home. Grounder down the line at
Grounder,
third.
that is a
That
fair
finds
ball.
its way through for a base hit.
They're
Now
going
a
to
long
send
throw to third.
runner to.
And he's safe.
They're going to send the runner to
Dan, I'll
third.
tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks
Whit Merrifield
like right
makes
there.
it
That
over
long
to
dart
first,
felt
and
so
Derek Dietrich
good.
saw the way over to
D-Roll,
third
this
with
guy's
one away.
been due. He really needed that one.
And that'll bring Wellington Castillo to the plate,
Seven, catcher, Wellington.
who has always been a little bit of a spoiler for Jason.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. And
There's a
he'll take
strike.
Change up here for strike 1. The
Try
0-1
cutter
pitch.
inside. Pop it
Behind 0-2
straight up
now.
and over the net.
Keep it going, stay hot, huh?
0-2 count.
Hoping to
Just a
send
fastball low inside. Sprays it off to right field, and I think that's going to be a sac fly. They're going to send Derek Dietrich home. And he is going to make it, so Wellington Castillo scores a sac fly RBI for Derek Dietrich, who makes it home, and that's 2 away.
Driving the ball out of the ballpark, does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Shortstop,
Here comes the
Jason
first
doesn't
pitch.
have a heck of a lot of sac flies on his stat line for any of his years, mainly because there's not a lot of cases where folks make it to third base. Or even in the cases where they do make it to third base, it's not all that often that they make it all the way home.
A right-handed batter and thrower. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly puts together.
That one's right past Jason's leg.
Yeah, Matty.
Mondesi makes the throw, and that'll be the end of the inning.
It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Ready now for Baltimore, Joey Rickard, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Boston scores nothing in their half of the second, so it's still 1-0. Baltimore on top at the top of the 3rd. Let's go.
Hey, plays it first, plays it first.
First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch
Two-seamer
that catches
gets
the
looked
zone.
at on the way over.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
But a
0-1,
cutter
here it
just on
comes.
the outside.
Outside for
Nope.
a ball, 1-1.
It's good patience on this kid.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
Taps the changeup at the plate. He's late on it, so how about a high fastball?
Hey, one time, right now.
And he lays
No,
off it to even
still
the count,
nothing.
2-2.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
So how about a
2-2.
changeup instead?
A bouncer to the left side.
Sprays it
Mondesi
out
picks it
to
up.
shortstop.
Throw to first in time, and the
And that'll
leadoff
get
man
him.
is gone to
One
start
away.
the 3rd. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Into the box now, Kevin Lane. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the
They start
at-bat
with
on its way.
curveball for Kevin Lane.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Starts to swing at a curveball
One
that's
out,
called a
nobody
strike.
Hey, all right, here we go now. Come on, big guy, see it, drive it, right here.
Hit in the air down the right field
And
line.
that is out to right
Romero
field.
is over near the line now.
From
as he
who
makes
I'm
the
guessing is
catch for
Randall
the
Romero
second
out
out of
there.
the inning.
That's 2 away.
At the plate, Henry Tamori. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Henry Tomori.
Hey, get a good one here, right
First offering
Right,
on its way.
fastball to Henry Tamori.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to
Bloops
shallow
it into
center.
right center
And that'll get
field, and
down
that's going
for
to
a
be
base
Henry
hit.
Tamori's first base hit off of Jason.
there you go.
Young man
And
gets
now the
himself
designated hitter for
gets
the
himself a
Orioles,
base
Trey
hit.
Mancini, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Oh, baby.
First pitch coming, here it is.
And he's going to try to
Pitch
steal a
misses
base,
low. The throw
but it's not going to
down.
work for him.
And he'll be
He's
tagged out
caught
at second base,
stealing
trying to get
by
into
Blake
scoring
Swihart
position,
gunning him
but
down at
instead,
second.
The inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We return to Fenway Park after this.
So where were we,
Now is
Mr.
the
Mancini?
DH, Trey Mancini, as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch coming, here it is.
Swing and a miss on that
Ball for strike.
curveball to the outside corner.
Here we go right now, fellas.
Had good timing on it, so let's not throw him another one of those.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
The
Try a
windup
high
and the
cutter,
0-1.
perhaps?
Now the 0-1 is swung on.
Bloops it into center field. This one is going to be there for Jackie Bradley to get.
Bradley is there,
That's
and he
one
has
away.
it for the first out. Here's Justin Upton now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder.
And calls for a slider.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead.
The pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. May have got
Swing and a miss
on
on a foul tip, it sound like.
1-1.
Hey, stick to your plan up there, kid. Get
So it's 1-1 for the curveball.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Flips it
So far in
across
this
and
game,
gets
he's
another
the only
strike.
guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Upton
Let's
awaits
try cutter
the
to the
1-2.
outside.
So 2
Ooh,
balls and 2 strikes
holds
now.
up just in time. Let's give him another one right on the inside corner. See if he can make anything of it.
Here's a
Just a
swing
little
and
pop-up.
high pop-up.
You got it, Jay.
Is there,
I got it.
but it's the pitcher that makes the play, and that's the second out of
Might
the
as well,
inning.
you know. You're just kind of standing there, Jay.
Ready now, Derek Dietrich. He reached on a single in his first try.
Derek Dietrich.
Make some effort. Maybe get yourself a gold glove one of these days.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
So 2 out.
This is pulled into right.
Sprays.
And he dives
Oh,
to
all
make a
right. Randall
spectacular
Romero
catch.
finally makes one of them diving
Play there
catches
to
in the
end
outfield.
inning.
Stealing a
Worth
hit
second
away
here
from
as this is a beauty
Derek
to
Dietrich.
end the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Striding in, Whit Merrifield. He singled his last time up.
Third baseman. Whit.
Still nothing from Boston in this one.
Here comes the first
Not sure
pitch.
what the story is here.
A fastball that just misses inside.
1-0.
Lofted in the air out toward right
Little
center.
bloop to the
shading
right,
to his
center right
One
field.
out.
Randall Romero's there for another flyout.
Digging in for his
At the
second
start of the
at-bat,
season, Jason had been doing very well
Wellington Castillo
at
picked up
generating
an
a
RBI
lot
on
of
a
ground
sac
ball
fly in his
contact,
first
but
appearance.
so far this game, he's been allowing a lot of flies.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
And statistically, there's a lot of danger to be had in
Just a bit up.
those fly balls.
Come on, guys.
So 2-0, I usually try to go change up.
A
To the
changeup
extent
over
that
the
it's a
inside
challenge
corner.
pitch, I try to
Love the pitch call
give him
there.
something else to
2-0.
think about.
You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
No swing on this
Low here,
low
so the count goes
fastball,
to 3-1.
so he's got
Danny
himself really
Echeverria,
locked in
the
here.
number 8 hitter here waits on deck.
Let's go ahead and throw.
Ground ball foul
Cutter.
down the left side.
Fills the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
So we've given him everything in the toolbox except for ye olde slider. Let's give him one on the corner, and if he goes for it, great. If not, whatever.
Hey, get your pitch. Stay hot up there.
Once again, a 3-2.
Calls for another one, so might as
And he
well.
looks at one that
And we
misses,
walk
and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So, Denny Echeverria
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
gets that strike
There's a
across,
changeup over the
first
outside
pitch.
corner. Castillo, base runner at first with 1 out. That misses
Nothing
wide.
there.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Pitch, huh?
The 1-1.
Don't like that pitch
Misses,
so much.
ball 2.
It's a problem.
Line drive to
Line
center
shot,
field.
center field, but Jackie Bradley Jr. is
They're to
right
put
under
away,
it.
and the runner will be forced
And that is going to be the
retreat
second
back to
out.
Absolutely
Just bad luck
jumped
for Denny
all over
Echeverria.
that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Up next for the Orioles. Right
That'll
fielder.
bring in Joey Rickard as the first pitch to him is in
Change
there
up
for a called
high in
strike
the zone,
one.
not
Comes into
ideal,
this
but
at-bat 0 for 1
gets
in the
past
ballgame.
the young blood there. Right fielder for the Orioles, called up, no doubt, during the September silly season.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Let all their minor leaguers
Takes a
come up
high
and
fastball for a
get
strike.
some major league play
He
time,
certainly hasn't been
especially
the
if there's
aggressor in
nothing
this
left to play
at-bat.
for.
2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And
So
it's
he
fouled
reaches
away.
for that cutter and taps it. It was early on it. So how about another changeup?
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
Bullet back up the middle.
Ooh,
Bradley
yep, Jackie
will
Bradley
get
Jr.
there,
is
and he
out there,
puts
but
it
that's
away
another
to
long fly
retire the
ball.
side. One left for the Orioles, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So the batting order
And
turns
here we go
over
with
now,
Kevin
and
Lane
set to
again.
go Kevin Lane. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Boston ties it up at the bottom of the 5th, so we are back to even now in the top of the 6th.
First pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And
Kevin
this will wind
Lane
up a
pops
foul
one
ball.
off early.
Oh, let it fly. Hey, here we go.
Into the
Try a
windup.
low
Here
inside
comes the 0-1.
fastball.
There's a fastball
Almost
that just
gets him
misses.
to swing at it,
0-1.
but he just twitched at it.
Let her rip, let her rip. Here we go.
Swing and a miss at another
He swings
fastball, this
through
one
it to
down
ball
inside.
behind.
Had good timing on it, so now's a good time to give him something else, and I think that something else is going to be this outside corner curveball. See what you can do with it.
Locks it up
Nothing
for
is what you
strike
can do
3.
with it. Got almost
Well,
no
pitching
strikeouts today. That's
domination
only
continues.
Jason's
Just a
second of the
total
day.
2 runs on the board,
But,
so both of these starters should feel
long as
really
we can
good
keep
about
getting
their
them out,
showings. If you
that's all
love
that really
good
matters.
pitching, this has been the game for you.
The batter, center fielder, Henry Tomori.
Into the box now, Henry Tomori. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Pitch, drive it right here.
So, what do you say? Curveball is the call.
Now the 1-0.
Be honest, I'm looking at Jason now, and all I can think
Swung on,
about
but it's pulled
is
foul
that one
wide of
episode of The
third.
Simpsons
Might have been cheating
where
for another
Milhouse is
fastball,
trying to buy the
get ahead to that
1973
one
Carl
early.
Yastrzemski
Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a
baseball
little bit out
card
front.
with the big sideburns on him,
Come on, let the big
called
ball
Mutton,
lead, buddy.
Mutton Chop Yaz.
Hey, like you can up there.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Devers
And that's over
fields it
to
cleanly, and there's
Rafael
out number
Devers.
2. So he's just a third of an inning away from
Tamori
putting up
gets
another
nothing
0
on that
as we
one,
take a
and
look at
that's
the ball
out
clubs
number
with
2.
the lowest team ERAs, and we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department.
Up next for
To
the
the
Orioles.
plate now is the designated hitter, Trey Mancini. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch
I don't
of
know
the
how much
at-bat.
longer they're going to leave Jason in, regardless of his hit
Little flare
count.
out to left. That gets
Trey
down,
Mancini
and
gets
the
himself
inning
a base hit out to
continues.
left field.
Still 2 away and just enough to bet
Just because we don't have any, we got
Yeah, I don't know if I
no
love
runs
the
across
approach of
now,
pulling the
so
trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine.
don't
that's
know how
exactly what
likely
he's
it is that
looking
they're
for.
going to leave
The
him
result
in.
works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Justin Upton.
Good pitch right here. Let's go, bud.
And they're kind of taking the strategic decision out of it by being in the American League, where the pitcher himself does not have to bat. So, I mean, in terms of strategic decisions, as long as Jason isn't struggling necessarily, it costs the manager nothing to leave him in.
The 1-1 home.
But at the same time, it sure would be nice if our guys could get some runs across so that Jason didn't have to feel like he was pitching against himself. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number three, number 2 from Justin Upton, and that'll end the inning.
Orioles lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready for another shot now, Derek Dietrich. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense
that cutter for strike 1.
They've done just that.
He was early on it.
Resulted in a game that could really
go either
way in these late innings. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out
off the end of the bat out there to Randall Romero. That's out number 1.
One away. Now at the plate, Whit Merrifield. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1.
No strikes.
One run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
Okay.
Hey, we got one. Let's go now, one time.
Hit high in the air down the
That's
right
another
field
pop
line.
fly.
Romero
That's going to fall fair, but
there, and that's
another
the
long
out.
run from Randall Romero out there in right field means that's out number 2.
Standing in,
Wellington Castillo has yet to have an official at-bat tonight. He's had 2 plate appearances, but they've both come as a sac fly, which doesn't count as an at-bat, and a walk, which also doesn't count as an at-bat. It's 2 plate appearances, but no at-bats.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Get a strike on that 2-seamer finally.
For a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
1-1 the count to Wellington.
Watch your
Castillo.
elbow there, Wellington.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you.
Okay,
and
that's another ball, and that's now 2-1.
You don't have your good stuff, and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Track curveball now. Swing and a miss.
Catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
That's pretty
got
good.
Him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch.
Showtime this slider on the inside corner.
Stay hot up there.
See if I can't get him either to tap it or just not look.
Right, 3 called, and the
well, he might have been looking, but he didn't do anything with it.
They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway, all tied at 1-1.
Now David Price,
New pitcher coming on
former great for the Red Sox,
2007, David Price.
Given the chance to close this one out, it looks like, or at least take it into the later innings. So Jason gets relieved after 7 innings of performance, and we'll find out what happens. Survey says.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
close one tonight.
Well, Jason had a pedestrian outing today, it looks like. He pitched for 7 innings, allowing 4 hits and a walk for 1 run, no homers, and 4 strikeouts. Did not collect a win or a loss, so his record remains the same. His ERA is at 2.16, his FIP is at 2.50, and his xFIP is at 2.81. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.